Mitraya Namaha. Welcome to VSP Theneti channel, and today we are going to discuss an important subject called why am I becoming lazy? Maybe because of I think I got this question from Mitras, and maybe because I am lazy these days in making videos. I wanted to revise myself with the subject, so I am making this video of why are we becoming lazy in doing spiritual practices. So why are we becoming lazy, or how can we get rid of this, and how can we become active, and how can we become spiritually active? That is the subject for today. So let's get into the subject and discuss how can we become more active, how can we escape that laziness, right? So I see like this. See, whenever you want to grow, or whenever something want to grow, like a seed want to grow, there is mud or there is something heavy on top of it. If something can pierce that and come out, then it becomes a plant, a tree or something. So whatever is pressurizing you, whatever is troubling you, once you come out of that, that is how you become spiritually strong, or you can become strong anywhere in this world, only when you cross that barrier. Today our barrier is laziness. Today we are going to discuss how do we escape that laziness in doing our spiritual practices, or in general also. Being lazy is a very bad thing. So how do we become active, right? For this, the first headline or first sub headline of this topic is you need to have energy. And where do we get this energy? Let's see. We become lazy because we lack energy. You see people who are lazy, you give them motivational speeches, you praise them, you do whatever you want to do, but they are always lazy. You come across such item people or specimens who, no matter how good you motivate them, no matter how much you push on them, they will not be active. So if you are also slowly turning into such category, let's understand energy. How does energy work? How can someone stay active throughout the day or throughout their lifetime to do whatever they want to do? That's very, very interesting. Just stay with me on this, right? First is energy. You have to consider your life as a packet of energy, or a bag full of money you have as an inheritance. So by inheritance you have bag full of money. Now where do you put that money determines whether you are active or lazy. Suppose you have 1000 rupees as your investment. If you want to invest, if you invest in proper sources, then you get back the real results. If you don't invest in proper sources, then you lose your money. Similarly, energy also. If you use your energy in a proper sources, then you get back the energy and you stay active. If you don't use your energy in proper sources, then you lose that energy and you will somehow become lazy, lethargic, or that kind of boredom seeps into your life, and boredom will almost will sink you into it. So remember this, always spend your energy wisely. So once you realize you are having enough energy, and once you realize that wherever you put your energy, it comes back to you. Either it takes some more energy of you and drain you out of your energy, or it comes back and gives you a lot of energy. So first identify what are those factors which are draining your energy, and what are those factors which are boosting your energy. So that's first thing I want you to understand. From today, be conscious of where you are spending your energy, where you are putting your energy, where you are getting your energy from. That's very, very important, vital, so that once you have energy, you cannot stay lazy. You cannot become lazy if you have energy. Remember this. If you don't have energy, you stay lazy like a couch potato. You will sit back and you want to watch TV. You just don't want to do anything else. So in continuation to that, let's understand this. Suppose you are you are spending your time, majority of time, in your office. Suppose 8 hours to 12 hours you are spending with your office colleagues. If you are spending your time in your shop, in your business, in your wherever place you go to work. Suppose you are surrounded with people who are active, who want to achieve something in life, who are motivating you, or who are always positive. You tend to get those habits, and you realize that they are positive people only when you shift from that source to a different source. So remember this. So whenever you are going to office, you surround yourself with people who are positive, who want to do something in life, and automatically you generate energy. Suppose you are surrounded with people who are negative, and you don't know about it. I'm telling you, negative people don't know that they are negative. And those who are your circle of friends, whatever you have, you will not realize that they are negative until and unless you really see what positive people are. So you will not realize your circle is bad until unless you go to a different place, you go to a different locality, or go to a different office where there are positive people and doing fantastic work, right? So first thing is, identify whether you are surrounded with positive or negative friends. People don't identify it. They say, yeah, all people around me, they talk positive affirmations, they do affirmations. That is not being positive. Positive is their energy has to get imbibed into you, and your energy has to vibrate with them. That's being positive. I see so many people who get confused and say yes, and saying positive affirmations. Today I want to become rich, I want to become rich, I want to become rich. They can never become rich no matter how many years they do. Okay, so those are not positive people. Positive people are those who vibrates with energy, and you can easily identify. If you come out of your shell, go to a different organization and identify, see people how they are working, then you will know who are positive, who are negative, right? Think on this. So that's one thing where you can get rid of being lazy. That is surrounding yourself with real positive people, right? Real positive people who are seeing real progress. Surround yourself with them. Even though they don't respect you, stay there, right? This is one very important. The second thing is, stop being passionate or loving your job. People generally get confused in this, and 99% of the internet is flooded this. Love your job. You can never love your job. You cannot love anything forever. This is for sure. You cannot love anything. You see the love birds who go on bikes and all during Valentine's Day, you cannot see them loving all through the year, right? So you can never see loving something forever or being passionate for some things forever. That's okay to not love things, to not being passionate about anything. That is why I tell you, love everything. You can, if you want, you can try this. Half of the internet, they say be passionate of what you do, be passionate. You can never be passionate about what you do. You can never be. Maybe at one point of time you may like it, then your liking slowly falls down, slowly it becomes into misery. So you cannot like something, some portion, or you cannot be passionate about something. That can never happen. That is why I say love everything, love the process, love your life. When you love your life, whatever you do, suppose you want to become a big businessman. Suppose you keep dreaming about being a businessman and you don't do anything, you will not do anything. Suppose you are working in a job and you are planning to become a businessman. Love this job also, because this is the first step you are taking towards your business, right? So love whatever you are doing. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. If you start enjoying the process, then you will automatically become active. You will never be lazy. Remember, otherwise you keep imagining that after 10 years you will become a businessman, and you will fail here in your job as well as you will fail becoming a businessman. So understand that subtle difference. People say love yourself, or become passionate, love your work. Run away from them. They are diseased people. They don't know what is reality. So they say love your work, how can you love your work when you are not doing that work? So never fall into this trap. This is a big trap which is happening in the entire world now. So stop being passionate about one thing, start enjoying the entire work, right? The other important point to become active and stop being lazy is very, very important. Try to understand this point. Stop worrying about problems. There are no problems in this universe. There are no problems. Stop worrying about problems. There are no problems in this universe. There are only feelings of problems. That is, I don't like this. I don't feel good here. I don't feel this is my job. I don't feel this is my God. I don't feel this is the right meditation technique. I don't feel this is he is the right guru. Your feelings are the main source of damage which can be done to you either in spirituality or in real life. Your feeling is the culprit. Stop feeling. You don't have any right on how you feel. You only have the right of what you are doing. You have to do. That is why it is always said in, call it Bhagavad Gita or anywhere, only you have the right to do your job, and you should not worry about the results. You should not worry about the results. So when you don't worry about the result, whatever work you are doing with full heart. When you are doing work with full heart, automatically the results are good. So worrying about the results will make you a bad master. So do not worry about the result and start enjoying what you are doing. Try this. The other thing which I want to focus is, if you are not trying different things, you will never find what you like. Remember this and keep this with you forever. Write on a paper and put it in your pocket and daily see, did I try different things? Did I try different things? Daily you have to do that, because people, these days everything is market based. Suppose you see one of the, I think the YouTube watcher, some video he's seen, and he has he's mailed me saying you should have used that camera, that setting at the background, that looks nice and all. Then I was like, we do so many things. I just want to put good, right content to the audience. It doesn't matter what camera I use or how bad my face looks or how good I look, or how good our setup looks, or how good the ambience look. Doesn't matter. What matters is the content. So in reality, people they see good photography, good pictures, and they start feeling that's their life. So in reality, what matters is what you really want to do, what you have been doing, and how best you can do what you are doing. Simple as that. It is not that you have seen someone doing photography, you want to do photography today. Someone started a business, some ice cream parlor, you liked it and you wanted to put that business. If you are keep jumping from one profession to other, one liking to other, one dislike to other, then you will end up in trouble always. So remember this, try different things at the earliest and pick up one and stick on to it. Stick on to that and you will definitely find yourself being active, happy, healthy, wealthy, and maybe wise also. So if you are wise enough at very early age, maybe before 25-30, try on different processes, try real estate, try banking, try whatever you want to try, stocks, try bitcoins, try whatever you want to try. You will like something and do it. Okay, and if you like it, you understand that you will like only for 5 to 10 years, do that and shift to the next process. That is it. That is how simple life is. You don't stick on to one and you don't feel that is miserable. Even though that is miserable, you want to do it for your parents, for your wife, for your kids. No one will like you like that, right? So do what you really want to do. At the same time, don't think that you will like it forever. Don't think that there is only one thing which can become passion about and only stick on to that one thing. You want to become a cricketer, that's it. You will spend all your life towards cricket and you don't get, then you say there are so many politics in cricket, there are so many things happening there, that is why we are not coming. There is some high caste, low caste, what nonsense. You create everything in your head. Maybe that will happen to 1%, but rest 99% are not really qualified. That's it, as simple as that. So remember this, try different things, select one process, stick on to it, no matter how good or bad, whatever progress you get, keep ticking forward. That's it. That's it. That way you will stay healthy, you will stay active, you will lose your laziness, it will melt away slowly, automatically, right? And the last but not the least, one final thing which will define everything is, if you are not getting these three, you will never stay active forever. First is, by whatever work you are doing, if you are not getting pleasure from it, pleasure, some kind of happiness, it can be an emotional happiness, if you are not getting through it, then there is no way you will stay active in that field. So try to get pleasure or happiness, some kind of pleasure, or you know, that feel of happiness. If you are not getting in your work, then you will always stay lazy there. Second is name, fame, some kind of like that, name or someone praising you. If you don't get praises, you will become lazy in that. Slowly but surely you will become lazy there. Okay. And third one, very very important, money. If you are not getting enough money in whatever you are doing, you will stay lazy in that field. That's for sure, right? So that is why so many people who start spirituality, they're not getting results, they're not happy. How many hours they can sit in the meditation, they're not becoming happy, so they slowly lose. They are not getting pleasure through it, slowly they stop spiritual practice. They are not getting money from it, so slowly they lose that interest. So those who want to stay in spirituality and they are not getting all these three, that is their pleasure, their money and their fame or name, if they are not getting, they will slowly melt away in this process and they don't further go into the spirituality. So for them, so when you are not getting pleasure, fame and money, if you are not getting these three, you will not stay in spirituality. But I tell you what, you get all these three if you are following your spiritual process properly. Money, I'm telling you today on the record, if you follow your spiritual path properly, money will come to you with your snap of your fingers. Money will come to you like this. All you have to do is stick on to your spiritual process. One. And second is, you become famous. You know this Mooladhara Chakra, Manipuraka, like that, you go to 7 chakras. You know, once you start, your energy start rising from Mooladhara to the next level, you automatically become famous. People will flock at you. But all you have to do is you have to wait till that process to happen. So if you are following your spiritual practices properly, I am sure you will become famous within no time. So stick on to your spiritual process. The third, first is money, I told you. Then there's the pleasure. You know what? The Amrutam, what is called, or the highest super consciousness state, is a pure form of pleasure. That is the purest form of pleasure you can ever get. The rest all pleasures through your tongue, skin, or your whatever sense organs is giving you pleasures is 0.0001% of pleasures, and compared to that spiritual super consciousness pleasure. That is why all these rishis, munis and all, they are struggling so much, sitting in caves, or they're doing this penance to get that amrutam, that beautiful feeling of super consciousness. So pleasure is automatically there. So if you're bothered about that, don't bother. You have a beautiful vessel of amrutam waiting for you. Just stick on to your spiritual practices, and that way, if you understand these three, you will maybe you will stop being lazy and start working on your spirituality. And at the same time, we are teaching you all Rajasika Margam, that is, you have to take care of your family, society and all, as well as you have to take care about yourself, transcending yourself into a higher consciousness, right? Hope this helps. I cannot cover everything, but at least some points which will click in your head, saying, oh yeah, this is the point which I missed. And if you start inculcating that or start including that into your practices, do some meditation, do some spiritual practices. And I have a small ritual which I do, which I want to share with you here. is every day make a pattern of your spirituality. Every day make it start with 15, 20, 30 minutes of spiritual practice, and do that as a desperation. I want you to become desperate about it. I have a small Surya crystal, which I have it with me forever. That is part of my body, and I become, I have a relationship with that. And whatever I want to talk, whatever is a problem, whatever is a worry, whatever is troubling me in spiritual, in the regular life, in my surgeries, in my anything, in whatever I do, okay, I have the Surya. I come back home, I talk to my Surya, and then I do the other work. So you also, I suggest you to become friend with one of the idols. We have so many idols, so many beautiful ruby, Ganapati, or take some small crystal, and prana shakti has to be done to it. And once it is called prana pratishtha. Once they do it, it becomes real life, and you can tell your worries, problems to it. So if you start doing that, you will become active as never before. You will be like energy ball, because all your worries, all your negativities, that crystal is pulling it, and you become strong and super force. So do this, try this technique, and in case if it helps, let me know. Put it in the comment section. Subscribe to VSP Theneti channel. We just wanted to spread that good things to you, and hope some points I think you will also agree, and I'll see you in the next video. Mitraya Namaha.
Mitraya Namaha. Welcome to Energy Circle's VSP Theneti channel. Thank you for the amazing response. Please do not forget to pass it on and subscribe. Thank you very much. Aditya Sakshi Sampurna Raksha.